Oh yeah.
Are you gonna change? Are you?
Right. We're gonna keep the screen black because I'm changing. This is the intro. You're listening to me change my clothes. No, this is like yeah, I know this is a segue, Francis. I know, but I didn't like what I was wearing. I'm going full prima donna here.
Oh
Um,
my.
to everyone in the audience, I appreciate you guys coming out. This is the 8th episode. We're usually filming from a members only world, but yeah, that shit ain't working, and it's a real drag. So very soon Papa Hoppa's here. A buddy of mine. He's on the show tonight. He's already wearing a good outfit. I, on the other hand, needed to change. I swear this one's gonna be worth it, though. At least I hope so. Oh, good.
It's weird
Turtle's here.
staring into like a turtle. I haven't seen turtle in so long. Hey turtle.
Dude, this is tough because you gotta match the right hat color or it's not gonna work.
Fucking hate when that happens. Wild.
Yeah.
No, I say that knowing damn good and well I'm wearing a denim jacket and a
It's
bright
cute.
ass purple hat.
It's cute though.
Ass
Well,
purple.
on my avatar, yeah, ass purple. It's my favorite shade of purple. You know. But no, on my fucking character, she's wearing denim on denim and then blue or purple Converse. So like when I was first got on the fucking outfit thing, she was already wearing jeans and those purple Converse, and I was like, you know what, that sounds like a good idea, and I just left them. And then I put this on. I was like, what color hat? And I was like, might as well match the shoes. No one can fucking see. So yeah. That's why I started wearing the purple hat. It's gonna be weird. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it. What's hilarious is I wear 2 options of the same outfit. This or the white jean jacket with the fucking green beanie. That's it. I have no versatility.
All right.
I've been in the same thing for
Bob, are you good?
I'm good, man.
All right. All right, Francis.
I
if
sent
you wanna...
Biggie an invite, but I don't think he's even on yet.
There we go. All right, guys. Hey, welcome to the 8th episode. What? Off to a roaring start here, Miss B, Megadeth, and Papa Hoppa. Pleasure having you here. Holy smokes.
Thanks for having me, man.
You know, everything was against us. This is the underdog story. Against all odds. Schedules. So Biggie Pauls, get on up here, you crazy. Just jump up in here. I don't
wait.
Look, I know I took one class, but I'm not that great of a scripter. There's no like VIP script.
Nah, you're good, man. I'll give you one, man. You need one?
Oh yeah.
I'll hook you up.
All right, the full cast here. And hey, it's all good. Like I probably duplicated this world 8 times today. I don't know. So here it is as a public world, and
Sweet.
you know, we'll call it a legal 32. But no, just to make this happen. So no, the fact that we're all here and now streaming on the YouTubes.
Oh, sweet.
We got
What's up,
yeah,
YouTube?
yeah, on the YouTubes. This is the 8th episode. It was supposed to be the 9th, but like I said, it's whatever. With the updates, the bugs,
Numbers don't matter, man.
man. But it's a whole bunch of fun, and like I wanted to get the twos of yous on the shows, but the facts that she's got the twos as yous on the ones two shows. Anyway, no, Megadeth. She did a great job, and the fact that I got both of you guys on one episode is super dope because the two of you have created things that have taken so much of my time in like the best way possible.
We
Left, right,
appreciate that.
center, and
Yeah,
desert
absolutely.
sand, like. Which
Oh, it's so fun.
anyone who knows me is like, I'm not a fucking gamer. It's like I am helpless with gaming. It's so it's like Pong. It's like I'm throwing goddamn bags of flour, right?
Yeah, right.
And shooters, it's like I used to be into shooters when remember when Modern Warfare 2 first came out. That was when I was playing. So
Gotcha.
it's like since then, it's like
So
I
it's been
fell
a
off
little
the
bit.
horse, and now I'm sucked in by God damn it.
We did our job. We did our job.
I think we're doing something right, Biggie.
Yeah,
So Pong,
exactly.
I'm still getting better at it, but left, right, center, and talk about a game that I completely
That's so
fucking forgot
cool.
about. Because I was in Boy Scouts, you know, and the parts that I do remember outside of the Uncle Mike as my Cub Scout leader, but that's a whole different story. I do remember playing left, right, center a whole bunch. That's all right. The Uncle Mike jokes happen. But no, left, right, center, and I like it because as so I'm Dale, and I smoke marijuana.
If you didn't know,
Hey.
I mean, you can't tell by the damn environment. We're sitting in the circle right now. Look, everybody's like, hey, yeah. Everybody throw
But
their
no,
hands
left,
up.
right, center is great because it's a competitive, fun game, social. But I can do it with one hand, and anything that I can do with one hand
So you can hold your joint with the other.
Hey.
is.
You can go so many ways with that, Dale. You can go so many ways with it.
I mean, I was just talking about smoking. I don't know what the hell. So that's Miss B.
Stop it.
But no, I think you were one of the people that I just kept dragging to this, like, just come play this because it was like, I don't know, it was like I was like a fiend on the corner. Like I needed to roll a dice, and I need at least two people. Like,
Yeah.
hey, can you, hey, come check this out. I don't care if you don't know how to play. Like, will
Yeah.
you come here?
Very newbie friendly game.
Yeah,
Thank God.
that's like what we were going for. It's just like something
Yeah.
that's so user friendly that you don't really have to do much. And I think a lot of people when they first get in there, they feel like intimidated at first, but it's like the second they see like all they have to watch is like a half a round, they're like, oh, this is simple, and it's like
And I love how well, like, so whenever I just see someone use something just out of the asset library, I'm like, oh, I could tell you used it, but it's like, it doesn't really fit there. I have never found someone use like that background music so fittingly because it just feels like, so like in the 90s you'd get like these board games on the computer, and it would just have this loop, but like the way that loops in that environment, I'm like, oh well, they made that for you, fuck. And then I'll hear it somewhere else and I'll be like, oh, do you guys want to go play? You guys want to?
So that actually was a running joke while we were making that world, man. We would go in there, and I think we had been working on that for what, probably about 6 months at that point, because it was one of those situations where I had just come back on the platform. I'd been back a couple months, and Pop was like, hey dude, like I got this world that I want to make, and I need your help with scripting it. And I'm like, yeah, for sure, man, let's do it. So we go in there, we look at the world. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. So I lay out some code blocks, build like a couple scripts to make the dice roll. And then we just like forget about it for about a month. And then we'd go back in there and I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta go back. And then we'd forget about it for another month. And then Papa would be like, all right, dude, we see each other at Papa Pong. He'd be like, hey, we got to do LCR. And I'm like, yeah, we do got to do LCR. And then, and by this time it was like December. And then finally, like at the beginning of the year, Papa's like, dude, we really got to get LCR going. Like, it's time. And I'm like, yeah, definitely. So, again, that was in January. So I think we started actually working on it in February, like seriously working on it, like every day.
seriously working on it. Yep.
And then it just kind of evolved into to what it is today. But I mean, really, originally it was going to be like manual dice, and I'm like, no, we got to make the dice at least
Yeah,
roll.
give it the razzle fucking dazzle.
Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna be a
And,
bear, be a grizzly.
and then
Right.
next thing you know, we're like, dude, why don't we make the little dice roll thing move around the table to each spot? Because otherwise, you got to use capacity to make one at every spot, and then turn it invisible, and it was just a waste. And we originally wanted to fit like 3 tables in there,
Yeah.
and then it ended up being 2, which I think is perfect. I think
Oh
it works.
yeah, I
you
mean,
know.
even if it came to, I mean, if you guys know anybody who's good at running like a tournament type situation and like a bracket type,
I don't know anybody.
and like
I don't know
if
anybody
you
that's good at
had
that.
like some kind of
I don't know anybody.
left,
either.
right, center tournament. Oh wait, Papa, you could
Well,
probably look,
me?
dude.
Nah,
It's
yeah.
like because for me, it's like left, right, center. Okay, it's a game of chance.
Right.
But for me, that's the only way I'm gonna make it up in a bracket. You know what I'm saying? Because I.
Yeah.
so even though, but at the end of the day, asses and seats. That's the name
Yeah.
of the game.
Absolutely.
As,
No,
so
that's
if
like
there
that's
was
the
ever
plan
a tournament,
for sure.
I would love to do.
Yeah, that's
but
definitely
but
the plan to
but
do.
the,
No,
the way the dice rolls, the like the
so
care
smooth.
put into it. I think it was you. I was like, if it was a standalone game, like if that was in the app lab, like I would have like paid for that game. Like, so it's crazy that you made such a thing in a game. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You know what else
man.
is like? I'm glad that we waited as long as we did. Like, if we made this, so I actually saw that I started building that world back in July, and I was like,
Wow.
damn, if I published this back then, or even in December, like when we started talking about it, like I've come so far as a builder since then. You know what I mean? And like
Right.
Yeah.
even Biggie, like what he's been able to do with scripting, even in just like the past couple months. It's like, I mean, a month in Horizon is forever. You know what I mean? But
Yo.
it's like like what we've become as like builders and scripters from even
For sure.
January is like, okay, I'm glad that we waited as long as we did, not intentionally, but like we did. And then it was like, oh man, this is like exceeds what I expected, like,
Well, it came
like
out exactly when it was supposed to, I think.
Right.
And
Yeah,
that's
I
the
agree.
best thing.
Yeah.
And then when we first released it, the one thing we didn't realize, because we're avid Papa Pong players, is that there was going to be so many problems with people throwing the damn coins in the middle. I mean, they overshot. They would go to go on the floor. They go behind them, and and we built it in such a way that you could grab your own coins. So if you throw it over the table, the person that is right there can't go pick up the coin because you have to come and pick it up. So we found that problematic, and I think it was Tanzer
Yeah.
was in it. Tanzer and the Bake were in there, and Bake was just like a kid, like in a candy shop trying to break the game. He's trying to find holes in my scripting. And so I think we were playing one game, and Bake just picked up a coin off of the table, and it came around to his turn, and because he was holding his last coin, it said the other person won, even though he had one coin left. And he's like, he looks at me just like this. He goes, "I broke your game."
Man,
And so I'm like,
it never seems to fail, dude. Whenever you
Yeah.
come out with something, I feel like people are just in it to just break your shit. Like,
I
get
love it
this.
though. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
So
No, I
so
love that.
despite the publishing issues, I had like a cast set up, and still people like, look, I don't even know how she did it. So like, you don't have to hide upstairs anymore, Vals. Come on out, take a seat out on the. It's like she's been stuck up there.
Oh, wait, really?
So come on, come on down, Vals. Anyway, she'll come. Oh, she'll come down. She'll come down anyway, because of the way the scripting worked and everything. It's public lobby. She spawned in and she's like upstairs. Okay, yeah. Whenever you feel comfortable, Vals. But but no, it's like whenever I make something, the people they just come in and bounce outside the walls and everything.
Oh
And
yeah.
then hey,
Me?
ladies and gentlemen, the vowels. Give it up to the vowels.
Hey.
Hey. And there she goes. Oh,
Hey.
fantastic.
Perfect.
But Dale, what you were saying,
But
what we were saying though, like about like people coming in and trying to like break the games, like I actually want that, you know, like people will come
Yeah.
up to me and be like, "Hey, Papa, like they're not playing it right," and I'm like, "Good, I don't want them to because I want to figure out a way to like try to make it bulletproof, you know, like when
Yeah.
I had
Okay.
the arcade basketball game, you know, like
Oh
the first
man,
day I published it, somebody had like 500,
if there's
and it
any
was
way
like,
to import my ban list to you, I got a whole bunch of testers.
Look, I just found one in Desert Sands. So I was playing with a whole slew of people. And Ghostbuster Coins, he was gone 5 seconds. And then it said he was on a 182 kill streak. And I was like, you haven't killed anybody, my love. What the fuck is this? And I was like, no, no, no. No. And I was like determined, like I was pissed. But Sassy did it too. And I was like, what is happening? Said she had 50 kills. I was like, Sassy, I know you haven't killed a soul. What the fuck is going on?
Mm.
And she said she coins and was going through killing people, but her person stayed perfectly still.
Oh
It
wow.
was wild. Yeah,
Okay.
in Desert Sand, it
good
was,
to know.
threw me off. I was like,
Good
holy
to know.
shit.
I
Yeah.
don't know if
I didn't know how to
well,
put that in words
so,
to message
you
you.
know, in and out of bugs, you know, whatever.
You know?
If you guys the next time you're in there, if you think about it, if you could just make my hit boxes just
Oh no, no,
I was like,
no.
I'm telling you, it's like, dude, if I was, dude, spicy nuggies. I'd look.
Rest in
If you
peace.
see
Jeff.
this
Rest
or
in peace.
whatever, dude, she's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Dale,
guys
you one
know the
shot me out of
monster
a
you guys?
window. You just dead, done. Every time I turn around, Dale's done.
Hey, that's just luck. All right. You
Hey,
know,
first of the month's coming up, man. I need my rent for that apartment.
Right. No kidding. Oh man. Man, but that's the but that was my second lease on like gaming, and it's like that's another one. It's like mainly because it's like I wanted to show people at first. I was like, oh look, you know, look at what they made, and then I got sucked into it.
I'm addicted.
And then like you were better than me, and then everyone else I know is better than me, and I was like, well, hang on, and then
No, you unlock. I was there when you unlocked the beast inside yourself, and you were just
Oh,
like
yeah.
going around killing everybody.
We call that white hot guava. Some fun little strands, tasty little number I enjoy. I do declare. Matter of fact, there it is. I found it.
There it
This
is.
part of the show is brought to you by this White Owl. Limited edition strawberry
Nice.
swirl.
Oh,
Oh man. It's definitely if you just so the thing about it is I usually don't use blunt wraps. Okay. So I'm in Ohio, it's illegal off my case. I usually don't roll blunts because it's like, you know, I got that medicinal. I have opinions on strains now. Like hipsters have, opinions on IPAs or whatever the fuck. See, I don't drink alcohol because I don't want to go to hell. Um,
I'm from Wisconsin, man. Binge drinking is our state sport. So.
oh wait. Oh wait. I think we might have had this fight, but as you can tell, short-term memory. You're not a fucking Packers fan, are you?
Fuck no.
Okay, good. Because if there's one thing I hate, it's Aaron Rodgers. $400 million. Oh, abso-fucking-lutely up top.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm with you. I'm
Oh
with you.
God. Anyway.
It's a pain in the ass being any other football fan than a Packers fan in Wisconsin. So.
Oh fuck. Y'all do be eating cheese though, and I mean,
Yeah.
dude,
We have some of the best.
I have so much time for cheese.
Yeah, it's
Charcuterie, to be exact. Is that
charcuterie.
Man, dried meats, fruits. Look, I may be big, but I'm big off like the good stuff. You
There
know,
you go.
starches, red meats. Are any of you guys vegetarian, vegan?
No.
Plan to
No.
be?
Nope. Never.
Okay. Well, then allow me to tell you this bedtime story. Did you guys know there's a goddamn tick that can bite you, and then you are deathly allergic to red meat?
Yes, I heard of that.
Oh
I didn't hear
no.
that. No.
That's like I've had nightmares about that actually.
Right. Like not of like the bug biting me, but
Like,
just like no more
yeah.
carne asada, no more, you know,
Yeah.
it's dude, no
Dude,
tomahawks,
I'm
no
Mexican,
fucking-
man. Like that's a nightmare to me, man. Like,
Dude, look, I'm in HVAC, and like, you know,
Right.
I made some buddies, and they have showed me places in my own city that have the best fucking food. So like, and it's all
got a
because
big
I had
picture
the
of Jesus on the wall and you
Oh
know,
yeah,
yeah.
dude, they have like candles, you know,
candles,
with
yeah, the candles with the
the
saints.
the
and the-
ofrendas, but it's like
yeah.
over the like grill, and it's like they never lit these candles, but they're like melting. The little taco.
you know, we used to use those candles for as a kid. We
Oh.
do, once you do that, they wash it out and it becomes a drinking glass.
Oh,
Like,
dude, yeah.
yeah.
No. That we did
Yeah.
that just because we were poor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like they had these like little cheese cans, like these little glass jars
Yeah.
that like cheese came in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you finish the cheese, you get the cup. That was
Mason
the
jars,
prize. That was
pickle
the prize.
jars,
Was the container.
yeah, pickle
Yeah.
jars. Yeah, all that. You get it nice and hot, get the label off, and boom, you got a drinking glass, man.
Dill has
Man.
a pickle jar full of water.
I know.
Dude, no. So yeah. I am a hydro homie. I
Like-
do try to hit a gallon of water a day, and the easiest way
the
is
new
I have
Hydro
this.
Flask.
You know, it's a gallon glass jar, but it
Yeah.
did house pickles at one point.
Hey, man, I can't knock it, man. 'Cause that's how I grew up too, man. So
Just reusing containers.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So then, like, when you had like family functions and shit, did you show up with empty Tupperware?
Yeah, because they wouldn't let you take theirs home because you never bring it back.
Right. No, for
Yeah.
leftovers. We'd show up
Yeah.
to like family functions with Tupperware so that we could take leftovers.
There are
Like-
red stains on the inside. You know,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
From
Maybe
heating,
you
you
put
heat
your
it up in there,
spaghetti
and
in
it's
there.
never, it's never the same.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I saw some TikTok that someone used some seemingly, you know, household item and it got rid of that.
I don't believe
I
it.
don't remember what they used,
I don't
but
believe it.
it can be done. Clearly, I'm not a professional on the subject.
No.
Most of the time, I throw them away. Did you realize now that, like, once you move out, you can throw those away and, like, no one's there to yell at you?
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's yours. You can just throw this shit away. Papa. So
Yep.
what part of the country are you in? What's like a regional food for you? Like for your area?
So I'm from Massachusetts. We're like big on roast beef sandwiches.
Mm.
Like that's like the North Shore area of like where I live. We have like the best like roast beef three
Oh.
ways, which is like mayonnaise, cheese, and mayo. Or what I say? Mayo, cheese, and barbecue sauce.
Run it.
So good.
Run. Fucking
So
run
good.
it.
I was like, man, you
Yeah.
like your mayo.
I was gonna
Very
say we
mayo,
have
plus mayo.
in Cincinnati we have
Mayo.
three ways too, but
It's a different kind of three-way.
no. Oh, okay. Get the giggles. Get the giggles. No, but no. We have Skyline Chili, and we have a three-way. It's spaghetti,
Okay.
chili, cheese.
Okay.
That's
Mm.
funny. But
Nice.
okay. So do you guys, with your three ways, make obvious jokes?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, same. And this is like a franchise, and they make obvious jokes.
Right.
Which is funny until like you see that they have a kids three-way. And that's not a joke. Dude, you come to
Oh.
Cincinnati, you would have thought you stepped on fucking what's his name's island. Everyone gets a kid's three-way. Epstein. Oh, that was an Epstein joke. Never mind. Mm. No.
Oh, no.
Okay. Megadeth. Where are you from again?
Louisiana, North
Louisiana.
Louisiana,
Okay, so
or
like,
as
what's
Francis
a regional?
likes to say, South Arkansas.
South Arkansas. South.
Just literally, just no.
Oh, quit it. Such a wiener. So like, what's like? Okay, so Cajun food, of course, but like, is like
Yeah,
your area
a bunch
known
of
for,
shit
like,
I'm allergic to.
Ain't that a bit?
Wow,
Literally.
that sucks.
That's. I've been asked
Yeah,
to
I'm
ask
super
you
allergic to
about the
shellfish.
Kool-Aid pickles.
I've
Holy
seen
shit.
those.
Okay,
I've seen those,
listen,
yeah.
listen.
Okay.
It's not as bad as it sounds because everyone's like hates on it. And it's so good, okay? Just you just soak
Hey,
pickles.
you've been
Like
given a hell
preferably
of a
the
warning
spears.
label.
Oh, okay. Listen, Francis,
Okay.
listen. They're good. Don't even come at me. Yes, they are. They
Okay,
really
so
are.
what's the basis
Go
of
away.
a Kool-Aid pickle?
Okay, so you get like those little 25-cent packs, and you just put it in your pickles, and
You
just
just
leave them there. Just leave it, shake it up, leave it in your fridge overnight. Let it like marinate in the Kool-Aid,
marinate.
and it's very sweet. And yeah, it's good.
A
It
pickle.
depends on what kind you use. Don't fucking use some weird shit like that blue raspberry shit. Don't do that. That's gross.
I think that was
Yeah,
a
you gotta use the
I
red
think that was
Cherry
a
or
jab at
grape, and that's
Detroit.
it.
Mm.
Yeah. You don't be
Kool-Aid.
fucking crazy. Yeah.
Don't be crazy. Putting Kool-Aid in
Okay.
We
pickles.
would like sell them
Yeah,
at
right.
basketball games and shit. Like when I was cheerleading, that's how we made money. We sold Kool-Aid pickles.
Okay. That sounds like something they'd warn us about in like Dare or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't take the red pickles.
pickles outside of the
Hey, I just want to say though, like Dare was complete bullshit because there's like nobody comes up to me and offers me free drugs.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
listen.
Yeah,
So-
what the fuck?
So
I
my
thought for
Dare
sure that would happen a
officer,
lot more.
she got arrested for pedophilia. So I just
Oh.
threw out everything she tried to teach me because I'll be damned if I listen to a pedophile.
Solid.
And look at us
solid-
now.
solid
Look, it's
analysis.
legal. And they
Yep.
also said we'd never have a calculator on us at all times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lies. Look at that.
Lies.
Holding water. And they crashed the housing market. Dude, listen. We got to rethink a few things because it turns out some of these bad things are kind of good.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. It's fun to do bad things. I almost like exclusively talk in like old Vine references. If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I would have made it this far.
Dude, it cracks me up when we're in Desert Sand and you like start switching your accents and shit. Like you start narrating the game in different voices.
Absolutely. I found it's best to give a voice to the different, personas. It's the bipolar. I don't know. It's also fun.
Love it.
Because who knows how many DAOs you've actually met? Who knows how many alternate accounts I have? None, dude. I don't know how to do this shit. It's amazing. I made it this far. Let me
The
tell
worry
you.
that just
Like
came over
the-
me.
No, don't be worried. Don't be. Don't. I tell you what, though, that you were my final fucking straw in getting this. Like, you mean mugged me one too many times, and it's just like the disrespect she was able to throw. I just couldn't handle it anymore.
I had to move
As
over
a-
here. I got scared, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm so glad you did.
Did Miss B?
Don't do
Yeah.
See, I always keep my facial expressions off because my face.
I heard that makes
was-
your
Are you in
audio
charge of
better.
questions?
Really?
I don't think so because I still run through that same glitch where like people can't hear me sometimes, and I have to like turn my headset off and turn it back on.
Yeah, especially when they're up in Pong and then they're just standing by the bar and he's like, hey, And they're like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking
I
about.
grab the microphone and I'm like, all right, next up, team one. And everyone's like, Papa, we can't hear you. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right.
Oh no.
Pointing over here. This team right here. Right here.
Yeah, he's just
You need to
This
implement
disco
like a
dancing.
stick. Just
Just a
Just
pointer.
like a big long stick, like you know what I'm saying? Like start swinging like a non-colliding just pole.
Right. From the DJ booth, I won't even have to move from up there. I'll just
Right.
point it down. Yeah, this team right here. This team right here. I actually love running around though. Like I'm always bouncing around and then
Jumping on shit, you could say.
jumping on shit. Yeah,
Jumping
yeah,
on
Ah,
shit.
it's the
absolutely. Yeah.
thing. I said
That's my favorite. That's my
Oh,
favorite
dude.
pastime.
Look,
Hey.
Yeah,
you
That
want
was
to talk
so
about
good.
an earwig? Look. How? Okay. Because I would have fangirled, right? Papa, serious question. How does
Yeah,
it
yeah.
feel to be in a song, like in a rap
it's,
song?
it's it's wild, man. Like I never would have thought that like anything that I made or I mean, even though it's my avatar's name that's in a song, I'm like, oh shit. So
Like,
Bunkies was in another song before the meta that he came out with prior to that, and I was like, "Yo, this is dope!" Like, I feel like Bunkies made it because I was like in a
right?
song, and then it was like maybe 2-3 weeks later, we were in like a world, and he was like, "Hey, Papa, like, you gotta come with me, man. I gotta show you something." And he had like this whole world built, and it was just the Bunky sign all around, and he's like, "Hey, grab this little ball," and I played it, and it was the Bunky song, and I was like
Get
tripping. So I have a 3-year-old son. He knows most of the words to that song because I play it so much.
Oh my gosh.
That's so dope.
I could just hear him. I could just hear him like nuggies.
Yeah, he says nugget. He also goes pop pop pong pong.
Oh yeah.
That's so dope. That's so dope.
That is so cute though.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
goodness.
awesome. So yeah, it's definitely a trip. Like just hearing my avatar's name and having a song. It's
And
pretty
and
cool.
for it to be in a good song, dude.
Yeah, right.
Like
Right.
if I ever made it into a song, I know it's gonna be trash. God, that song's gonna because what could they be singing about, dude? It's not good. Man, if my debt collectors start making music, anyway.
Pay your
What a
bills,
nightmare.
bitch.
Yeah.
Right, no kidding. Jesus Christ. Miss B,
Yes.
so you're okay. California now?
California. I'm moving to California in 2 weeks and basically 3 days.
Nice.
Nice.
How, but I feel like you just moved to Alabama.
I've been here 2 years.
Man,
It's time to go. I don't do more than a year. This one got 2 out of me.
that's crazy.
I know. I'm freaking out. Low
So-
key freaking out.
Okay. So is it like a house, an apartment? Is it like what is
I don't know. I'm looking. Yeah. I'm freaking out. I just got the call today of the date. So
Oh, let's save the date.
yeah. I thought I had till the end of May. Now I have till the 15th. So that's cool.
Oh God, dude, I'm gonna get anxiety for you.
Yeah.
Oh
It's gonna
no,
be
you
great.
got this. It's
Yeah,
great.
everything's fine. We're
No,
fine. It's gonna be
There's a
great.
lot of people that camp in California.
Nah,
I've
bruh.
heard.
No, not this girl.
I hope not.
No, I'll find a place.
Ooh, turtle,
fine.
that's yucky. You guys can't hear it, I know, but no, we were just talking about California. No, California's a place I don't know. It's like I could visit, but I couldn't live there. There's too many things that they don't like that I like doing. Remember that when I
feel
said
that.
it's fun to do bad things? Yeah, California super hates that.
Well, I just signed a 2-year contract, so
Oh,
he.
2.
I know.
Hey,
I
but
thought it was
no,
1,
that's-
but it's 2.
So, but it's like Northern
Yeah,
California.
yeah, Modesto. I don't know nothing about it, but it's all right. I didn't know nothing about Birmingham when I moved here.
I see, but it sounds like you would.
Well, that's because that's the Tennessee in me.
uh, Roll Tide. Oh,
No.
not a Roll Tide fan. It's all right because you're an Auburn fan.
No.
Oh.
Go Cogs.
Ew! No, that can't be right.
That's where I was. That's where I'm from. That's where I went to college.
I guess we're all from. Wait, never mind. In a way? Oh, outstanding.
No.
No, that's great. So it's, uh, so I'm just trying to. So are you driving or are you sending your stuff?
I don't know.
Oh
I-
boy.
Yeah,
Hello,
this just got
darkness, my
thrown-
old friend.
this all just got thrown on me today. Like
Oh, okay.
I knew I was going. I knew I was going no matter what. But as far as like when, exact monetary shit and everything else, today. I just signed my letter, my contract 4 hours ago.
Well, hell yeah. No, that's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's exciting. Boy, I hate to be this, but I would hate to be in your shoes.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Mm.
They gave
Mm.
me 4 days to move to Alabama. They gave me at least 2 plus 2
Oh,
weeks
no.
and 4 days.
Yeah,
If
I
that's
think
country.
definitely. Well, anything's better than Ohio at this point. But they just built the borders, so we can't get out of Ohio.
Oh no.
Yeah, Tim. Could you believe another train derailment 2 days ago? 2 days
wow.
ago. That marks 12 in Ohio. And then people were like, oh, no, it happens all the time. I know,
That
but this
shouldn't be a
seems kind of
thing.
concentrated at this point. Like, they stopped reporting on it, but I think it's like DayZ. What's the one with Brad Pitt?
Oh, World War Z?
World War
Oh,
Z.
yeah.
Either way, they'd
Yeah.
probably have me play his part because me and him are kind of like similar looking.
100% the zombie outbreak is coming from Ohio.
I would have guessed Florida.
100%. Nah,
That's what I
it's
would've-
Ohio.
That's what I would have
No,
thought.
no, they're immune to everything at this fucking point.
Look,
No, they're immune. Yeah,
gonna
they've
be-
gone through it all. Okay.
It's gonna be the random traveler going through Ohio that starts
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, no shit.
no kidding.
Floridians
The
will be the
Floridian.
only people to survive. They're the only ones gonna fucking
It's okay.
survive.
In
I'm with-
Cali,
yeah,
we'll
I'm
just
with
push
that.
ourselves
Ride
on
up
the
on their
coast and
fucking
just
gator,
go
like
out the ocean.
Yeah,
Jumping on their
people are
gator.
too comfortable with living with
Feel
dinosaurs.
like I'm out of here.
Way too comfortable living with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
dude, someone ran over an alligator on the way where I go to work.
Oh my gosh.
Cause so I go a weird way, and right there is
What, by
Bonatti,
broomstick?
and there's an alligator that got in there, and I don't know how. Someone would have had to put it in Bonatti, and someone fucking ran it over because it came up on the road. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I looked, I was like,
Okay.
"Oh shit!" There's just cops surrounding this fucking dead alligator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was insane.
Could you imagine
Okay,
we're like
okay.
cool?
I'd put
Like,
myself.
with
Okay,
that?
put myself in that situation. Terrified of alligators. Terrified of alligators. I'm driving along. There's a goddamn dinosaur. I am going to hit it with my truck as hard as I can.
Well, so the college I
Pedal
went
to the
to
metal,
is
I'm gone.
known for being on a bayou. It's literally like the best is on the bayou. Like that's how they advertise the college. We have like the best water ski team in like the entire
You
country.
have to be good, man. There's gators.
They're right. Exactly. And on so the part where they water ski is closed off, but the other side you can't swim in it because there's alligators in it, but they like made a dam. But like,
Is it
who
like
the
a
fuck's that
goddamn-
keeping out?
Yeah, like I mean, they can go on land. Obviously, they
No,
wouldn't
no, no,
wouldn't
no,
the
no,
fucking
no.
road.
Exactly. So
Hey,
yeah,
I found out that
I guess-
like gators can run. Dude,
Yeah.
we have been
really
wrong this whole
fast on
time.
land too.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
What is the
I-
whole thing like running a zigzag because they'll try to zigzag? Is that true? I've
No,
heard
they
they'll
can't
catch me quicker.
zigzag. They
I've
they
heard of-
can't. They can't zigzag very well.
I love
They're saying
zigzags.
zigzag, so it can't because
Orange
they're so
zigzag.
long.
Yeah, the orange-
Like it's harder for them to get
Okay,
you.
but like if I zigzag and he just goes straight, he's eventually gonna catch up to me, right? Like that's destined
I don't
death.
fucking- I just
Look,
live
dude,
here. I
what
didn't
if
run
you
away
were
from the
really
alligator.
Jurassic
I
Park
was
as,
like,
like, a
oh my
warning,
fucking god,
you know?
wow,
too many
crocodile,
people
come
were
get my
getting-
ass. Like that's not something that's happened to me, B. I can't tell you. Fuck.
No, speaking of zigzag, one year for Halloween, I dressed up as a zigzag man, like the dude that's on the.
Okay. So like man, that would be fun just to be a fly on the wall or just do
Yeah,
that
everybody-
because like I want to see the parents that like go, ah,
No,
you know what
but
I'm
we-
saying? Like
well, it
just
was a
walking
bar. It
around
was a
like,
bar crawl. It was a
"Ah."
bar crawl, and everybody thought I was Gandalf. And so, and then I reach in my back pocket and pull out the orange pack of zigzags, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we get it. Yeah, all right." They were taking pictures with me and shit. You know, after
Fucking
that,
hell.
Oh, God damn it. No, that's cool. I love stoner humor, and you know, because I feel like it's not the reason I find this fun. The reason I find this setting fun is because it's not leaning away. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Stoner humor, it's fun because you can laugh at it and it doesn't hurt feelings. We're all giggling.
yeah.
Right.
And you know it's fun to get you know you guys up here because I feel like sometimes us as creators get looked at in a certain way, and you know I've heard that someone approached one of my buddies like, hey, could you introduce me to, and like when I heard that I almost like threw up. I said because I've tried so hard to not be that person, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like doing something like this, having you guys up here and seeing you just in a real situation was always just a fun idea because it shows, that, you know, hey, we are still just normal people, you know, just hanging out and having a good time. And it's like we can be all business. These people are, you know, are talented people. These guys are, but they're also, hey, we can kick back and have a good time.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
so yeah, you know, I want to thank you guys for coming out and like well we got like, you know, 15 more minutes left. Papa, you know, Biggie, do you guys got anything, you know, coming down the pipeline, you know, that you want to either promote or maybe kind of tease or poke or prod at? Either way, just pull her hair. Like I used to promote. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah,
Got anything, Biggie? Anything coming up?
Well, I mean, biggest thing. Right now I'm working on the 52 hitters spades game, the hit house. That should be done here pretty soon. As soon as we're done testing and making some final
Ooh.
changes. But the other thing is mainly I've always got ideas, man. I always got things that I want to work on, but thinking of them and then actually sitting down and putting the time in to get it done and get it done right and to the caliber that I like to get things done with is just two different things, you know. So honestly, Desert Sand is kind of my priority. There's a lot more that I want to do with that world.
yeah, I
put-
think there was like a golden desert eagle.
Yeah,
golden-
that Dale
I
brings
don't
up the
know, I
golden.
don't
He
know,
brings up the
that's-
golden desert eagle every time he sees me. I think we were in Bunkies on Saturday. He was like, "Hey, he's like, you know, if you want to put more guns in there, you know, like maybe a golden desert eagle." You know, but no, I mean, you know, different game modes, different options for the players. You know, things that you don't really see in here. You know, pretty much in these worlds, you go in there, you get what you get, right? But I kind of want to push the envelope a little bit and add some things that you don't normally see. in other PvP worlds. And I want to just push on. I've built a framework. I've built a basis. Now I just want to expand on that and give people more options. So that's
Oh,
that's my
yeah.
that's my thing. So, and more maps too. I want to make more maps with the same PvP system. So
Oh,
different environments and stuff like that.
Oh, so like Rust or Shipment or like never mind.
You know
Not
what's funny is I've never actually played Call of Duty. Like, um,
dude,
yeah.
Shipment or Rust. Oh my god, 360 no scope on fucking Rust.
See,
Hours.
I'm not a video gamer, but
hours.
I can 360 no scope.
Hey man, that's where it came from, man. I ran
Actually-
those trenches.
actually, Desert Sand is based off of Counter Strike, which came out in the late '90s. And so a lot of those things, like the 360 no scope and stuff like that, actually came from Counter Strike, not uh, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
So
yeah.
I look at Counter Strike as like the grandfather to Call of Duty, and that was my era. So that's
Biggie, I did play Call of Duty, and I'm known for being a poser. So, hey man, I'm with it. Either way,
yeah.
it's
So
it's really cool to like again with Desert Sand. If that was a standalone game, I would have paid money for that. So the fact that you could if you haven't played Desert Sand, get man. Actually, let me get a little better first. I haven't played in a couple days, and like you said, like
Hey.
time is. I
Oh,
missed
yeah.
2 days. It's like
yeah,
when
yeah.
everybody was going Prestige. Sorry, I'm going to talk about Call of Duty
hey,
again.
you talk about what you want. You built this place.
But it's like, man, you miss a couple days and people are mild,
yeah.
like people you
Yeah.
played with often, and it's like, man, they. So I love it. So congrats, both you guys, on the like fast success.
Appreciate it. Well, it's because of you, people like you. People like that come in and enjoy the world. Like we build it, right? We script it. But if we don't get the people to come in and have a good time and have a good experience, then that's the other part of the job that we didn't fulfill. We want to create environments that are engaging and experiences that people want to keep enjoying over and over and over again. And if we don't do that, then that's we missed the mark. We didn't hit what we were supposed to. So
And I think that's important too for like other creators, man. It's like we've been building worlds for other people. You know what I mean? Like that's what like I like it, but I also want everybody else to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So like
absolutely.
that's even like Bunkies, man. Like Bunkies is it's cool, but like I always try to change it up because it's like if I'm not having fun or anything, like I want other people to enjoy it. Like when I'm in there, I'm watching what people are doing, and it's like, okay, some people are using this, people aren't using that. But I would rather change. I've had people tell me, "Oh, you can't change anything." Like, nah, man, I'm gonna change. I would change the whole thing if people weren't having a good time. Like that's what I want is I want people to come in and experience and have a good time in the world.
you got to bring the
you know?
comedy club back.
Oh
right.
yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
First time I ever went. First time I ever went to Bunkies. I went in. It was like February last year. Was it
Yeah,
February?
yeah.
February
Yep.
last year, and he was like, "Yeah, dude." He's like, "We got pong, and we got a bar, and then in the basement we got a comedy club." And I'm just like, "Whoa!" I was like, "You got a comedy club in the basement?" So we went down there. We actually just hung out, like me, you, and like I think it was like Dunder and like maybe a couple other people. We were chilling down there for like an hour while he's got a bunch of people upstairs playing pong and jumping all over his shit. And
You know what's funny?
Jumping on
that
shit.
you say that. I literally went to that build because I have a duplicate saved from
Yeah.
that time, and I went there last night, and I wanted
okay.
to puke because everything's not snapped. So I was like,
Oh,
oh my,
dude.
I've like
Yeah.
developed OCD since I've started creating. I'm like, I go to like
Dude,
I can't go to like my
same
old
way
builds.
with
I'm
the
like,
gold room,
oh,
man. It's
man,
like that
what
was
did
my
I
first
what did I
build,
do?
and it's like I've been wanting to do more with it, but it's like I go back and it's like if I wanted to update something, I'd have to like
You'd have to strip
ground
it all
zero
down and
everything. So
redo
it's
it.
like, ah,
So I have it a little easier with with scripting because I just pull out a couple cubes. I make those cubes do what I want them to do, and then I let you guys build the shit to make it look good.
Right.
Hell yeah.
This is how I taught you when you got your DeLorean to jump, spin around, and fly.
Dude,
I
I
was there then, though,
look.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if I said I was housebroken, you wouldn't have believed me at that time because boy was I excited when that thing fucking
Dale, I remember that night when we started scripting, there was like a light bulb that went off above your head. It was
Yeah,
just
we
like,
all heard it.
"Ding."
We all heard it in your
It's like,
voice. It
I
was
was
like,
like,
you're like,
no way.
wait a second, I can make this fly.
Dude, when it was
Yeah.
like it was like, oh, it was having the properties open and just dragging the pill into the script. And
Yeah.
when it was like that easy, I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, it couldn't be that easy. And then boom, the DeLorean
boom.
flies. And then also, so in the basement, that little like A to B script, the little whatever.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I use to hide. So in the basement, that door opens and I have it like a DJ booth behind there. But when I touch the light, that's the script that I made in your class, and that was the tipping scale, and it was.
That's what I
So,
try to
yeah.
do, man. I try to give you guys practical stuff that you can use in your world, like immediately. Like you can leave the class and go take that script and go apply it to your world and start using it. So, it's not the. I don't want to give you a bunch of theory and numbers and
yeah.
math and shit like that. Like I want to give you guys hands-on experience that teaches you how to put the code blocks together to make stuff happen. And then once you get used to that process, then adding an additional code block and an additional code block, and the next thing you know, you got this monstrous script and you got a bunch of things happening one after another. But it clicks, you get the hang of it. And I just think more people should dabble in scripting than being scared of it, because I mean, what's the worst you're
yeah.
gonna do? You're gonna screw up. It's gonna give you an error. Like it's not that
Or
big of a
and then
deal,
it does kind of work, and it does something completely fucking different,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
like, well, that's ridiculous. But then you're looking at it, it's like, oh, but it
Oh,
could
wait.
do. So then you do
Yeah.
something completely different. So it's
Happy
like,
accidents like Bob Ross.
Yeah.
right.
I think
My
everything
accidents
I've done
aren't
in Horizon has been a happy accident.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that I've done in
Yeah.
here, I'm like, oh,
Oh,
oops.
yeah.
Oh, this works. Yeah, this this is cool. Biggie, aren't you starting your scripting classes again in May?
Yeah, starting next week, May 1st. I'm taking bookings this week. They're going pretty quick, and but basically what I try to do is give you guys an hour and a half of my time to teach you some stuff. It's a small fee, but I look at it as you're investing in yourself, investing in your knowledge.
Totally worth
And,
it.
Yeah,
Like I
appreciate that.
look, man.
from
'cause
two of my former students.
we were in the same class.
We were in the same class, yeah. No, but honestly,
I'll let
like-
you guys guess who was the class clown. In that class.
Look, man. And it was just because I don't know. I don't think I was like completely out of my shell yet. And I was like, I need to be serious. I need to take this serious. So this was the steps to go. So then I got ripped right before class.
I
You
think
know,
Papa
I
too
was
came
like,
up to me. He was
if I
he was
treat it
like,
like
dude,
high
he's like, I
school-
need to do that class again, 'cause
Yeah,
I don't remember anything.
literally
But
went back
no,
the
it was
next
a
day
whole
and was
bunch of
just like
fun.
reading everything. I was like, okay, we did this and this, and oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember anything the night before. I was like, shit, I got way too high for that. Shit.
But I liked it because like it's even as a goofball, you put it in like ways that I could understand it. And it's like it's one thing like, someone could tell you what to do or even kind of like I don't know. It's just the way you presented and shit with the like just a couple shit. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. The
Very
setup.
simple.
You
Yeah, I
don't
made
need
it.
to fucking take the fucking class. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. What the fuck am I supposed? No, but no, super good class, totally worth it. And it's a few classes you could take, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Um,
We progressively go. We take what you learn in the first lesson, and then we just expound on it. Each step of the way, you're learning something new and how to think, how to really what I try to do is try to teach a mindset of how to approach you have a problem, right? You want to make something do something, and so you take that and I teach you how to think about it from a scripter's mindset, how to think about the objects, and actually, Papa even said that even his building has changed a little bit with keeping scripting in mind because a lot of
Yeah,
times,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I noticed that too. Like
yeah,
you'd build or group something a certain way, just knowing like even if I don't know the script, having it built a certain
yeah, with the right
Absolutely.
rotations and stuff like that, yeah, that helps.
Yeah,
So,
because before, I mean, I didn't care which axis was where. I'm just pulling out a shape and another shape, and okay, I'm just gonna mix it together. And then it's like, oh, it's not gonna work the way it's supposed to work, or you add a script to it, and it's turning this way, and you're like, what the hell is
Ah,
going
yeah,
on?
see,
So
that
it's
was
like,
another thing. Is getting the whole axes,
yeah,
axis,
the multiple
Axes.
planes of which
Yeah,
something can move.
yeah,
right. But then
Ah,
again, that adds to my OCD now because now I'm like, okay, Z minus has to go this
in
way,
the
and
back,
this.
Z
God
plus has to
damn,
be
this is-
facing forward.
right.
But even that day, I taught you a little trick on how to make it real easy, and you're like, "That's all I got to do," and I'm like, "Yeah, you just use a cube," and he's like,
Yeah.
"No, it can't be that easy," and I'm
oh
like,
yeah,
Yeah,
I dude everything. I reference block everything now,
yeah,
dude. That's it now. That's it. And it's like, and it's cool because like I have one saved. I have a few different like, I guess template script
Sure.
saved, like
Mhm.
starting points, just because it's like a bare like position rotation things or like,
yeah.
but uh, but yeah, and it is. Oh boy, we're going full. This thing's pedal to the metal. Um, oh, that's cool. Anyway, no, and that's good because we're like just here on time. So,
Nice.
with that in mind, and with Hudson Hawk here being a stick squeezer, Papa Hoppa, left, right,
Yes, sir.
center. You got to check
Yeah.
that game out. Super fun.
Yeah,
Biggie
definitely.
Paul's Desert Sand PvP. Oh, Jamie Girl. I see. Yeah, Jamie Girl's fucking anyway.
Yeah, you got
Uh,
to watch out on the rooftops with Jamie.
Savage.
And Jamie's around.
Savage.
So
Yeah.
also if anybody's looking to get scripting classes, Biggie Paul's do it. And as always, Tuesdays, Saturdays,
Yes,
that's
11 p.m.
Pong night.
Papa Pong Olympics.
Yep. Pong.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much for coming on. Miss B, we wish you good luck and Godspeed with the
Thanks.
move.
Oh,
Megadeth,
bless me.
always a pleasure having you on here. Guys, this was the 8th episode. Thank you to wow, everybody that came out. This was a super cool time. Check us out on YouTube's That 70s Podcast, no spaces. We have a Discord. You can find that on my Instagram. All of these fine people have Instagrams as well. It's usually just our names with BR behind it. Thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys are awesome.
Thanks for
And
having
this
us. Yeah.
is the part where Francis, roll that beautiful bean footage. Bing.